ഹലോ ഫ്രണ്ട്സ്, കോപ്പ പോയിന്റിൻ്റെ പുതിയൊരു വീഡിയോയിലേക്ക് എല്ലാവർക്കും സ്വാഗതം. RPL CITS എക്സാമിന് പ്രിപ്പയർ ചെയ്യുന്നവർക്കുള്ള പ്രിൻസിപ്പിൾസ് ഓഫ് ടീച്ചിങ് എന്ന സബ്ജക്റ്റുമായിട്ട് ബന്ധപ്പെട്ട 300 ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻസ് ഡിസ്കസ് ചെയ്യുന്ന വീഡിയോ സീരീസിൻ്റെ 6th പാർട്ടാണിത്. ആദ്യത്തെ 5 പാർട്ടുകളിലായി 125 ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻസ് ആണ് ഡിസ്കസ് ചെയ്തത്. നെക്സ്റ്റ് 25 ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻസ് ഏതൊക്കെയാണെന്ന് നോക്കാം. 126ാമത്തെ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ ആണ്. ഓവർഹെഡ് പ്രൊജക്ടേഴ്സ് ആർ normally used in classroom which have student strength around dash. Options 10, 15, 18, 35. Answer 35. Overhead projectors are normally used in classroom which have student strength around 35. Next question. Teacher's responsibility is not related to dash. Options: students' expertness, enthusiastic students' teaching, participation in debates, students' creativity. Answer: students' expertness. Students' expertness is not related to teachers' responsibility. Next question. Which job design approach takes worker to do different tasks periodically? Options: job simplification, job enlargement, job rotation, job enrichment. Answer: job rotation. Job rotation design approach takes worker to do different tasks periodically. Next question. Workshop practice involves tools and design steps for dash. Options: metalwork, carpentry, electrical, all of these. Answer: all of these. Workshop practice involves tools and design steps for metalwork, carpentry, and electrical. Next question. Good lesson plan will not involve dash. Options: learning objectives, learning activities, students assessment, students learning. Answer: students learning. Good lesson plan will not involve students learning. Next question. Which projection equipment is not used for teaching or training? Options: overhead projectors, tape recorder, LCD projector, video camera. Answer: tape recorder. Tape recorder is not used for teaching or training. Next, independent student learning approach is related to dash. Options: constructivist approach, skill-based approach, formal approach, destructive approach. Answer: skill-based approach. Independent student learning approach is related to skill-based approach. Next question. Which among the following is not an economic benefit of vocational education? Options: crime reduction, labor market outcomes, employees' productivity, firms' performance. Answer: crime reduction. Crime reduction is not an economic benefit of vocational education. Next question. In course design, which among the following helps in direct identification of content? Options: logistics, class meetings, learning objectives, content. Answer: learning objectives. In course design, learning objectives helps in direct identification of content. Next, for making a good lesson plan, teachers should write learning process at the dash of the plan. Options: beginning, bottom, center, after the complete course. Answer: center. For making a good lesson plan, teachers should write learning process at the center of the plan. Next question. What is the main difference between an instructor and a teacher? Options: a teacher teaches and an instructor instructs. A teacher teaches and an instructor evaluates. A teacher teaches theory and an instructor conducts practical. A teacher gives knowledge and an instructor imparts skills. Answer: a teacher gives knowledge and an instructor imparts skills. Next question. In addition to having high levels of subject expertise and having a good value belief system, a competent instructor should display dash. Options: a strict outlook, sympathy for his or her students, responsibility for own development, Independent work. Answer. Responsibility for own development. In addition to having high levels of subject expertise and having a good value belief system, a competent instructor should display responsibility for own development. Next question. Which of the following characteristics in a teacher is displayed to feel concern for problems faced by students and the efforts they make to cope with them? Options: commitment, concern, affection, empathy. Answer: empathy. Empathy in a teacher is displayed to feel concern for problems faced by students and the efforts they make to cope with them. Next question. Mr. Sharma shows a sunflower plant in a class and asks students to observe the changes in the position of the flower in reaction with the position of the sun. Mr. Sharma is playing the role of a dash. Options: trainer, teacher, instructor, demonstrator. Answer: instructor. Mr. Sharma is playing the role of a instructor. Next question. The developmental task model was developed by dash. Options: Erik Erikson, Robert Hevigest, Sigmund Freud, Edward Thorndike. Answer: Robert Hevigest. The developmental task model was developed by Robert Hevigest. Next, which of the following is not an example of learning? Options: cycling, wishing elders, watering of mouth when smelling good food, breathing. Answer: breathing. Breathing is not an example of learning. Next question. Introspection as means of learning involves dash. Options: inspecting others, pay attention to own thoughts, observing others, recording others' behavior. Answer: pay attention to own thoughts. Introspection means pay attention to own thoughts. Next question. Which of these terms is more general and higher? Aims or learning objectives? Options: aim, goals, learning objectives. All are interchangeably used. Answer: aim. Aim is more general and higher. Next question. What is the function of a syllabus? Options: informing students of the course goals and learning outcomes, listing the topics to be addressed in each class session, grading system and policy, all of these. Answer: all of these. Next question. Which of the following allow instructors to design learning materials as per levels of thinking and performance? Options: ARCS, AD, Bloom's, IST. Answer: Bloom's. Next question. What is A in the acronym WAC as applied to learning styles? Options: analyze, absorb, auditory, align. Answer: auditory. In WAC, V stands for visual, A stands for auditory, K stands for kinesthetic. Next question. The three categories of learning are knowledge, skills, and dash. Options: motivation, behavior, attitude, aptitude. Answer: attitude. The three categories of learning are knowledge, skills, and attitude. Next question. A role play is a type of teaching delivery activity under the category of dash. Options: simulation, demonstration, practice, lecture. Answer: simulation. A role play is a type of teaching delivery activity under the category of simulation. Next question. Sheila has new idea for her science fair. Which is the best method to use to show her idea to her classmates? Options: poster, working model, e-learning, demonstrate. Answer: working model. Working model is the best method to use to show her idea to her classmates. Last question. To have effective communication, it is best to avoid dash. Options: wrong assumptions and cultural barriers, thinking about the past experiences, planning, avoid responding quickly. Answer: wrong assumptions and cultural barriers. To have effective communication, it is best to avoid wrong assumptions and cultural barriers. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe.